Huwag mo mamaya.
Villians, led by drum major Zane King and Kaido Seichao. WBA starts to present an all-in regional championship
I don't know how to
marching band and color guard.
Watch it. Watch it.
Calling all units. Calling all units. The suspects are a crime syndicate known as the Antelope Titan Marching Band, wanted for villainous crime. They are led by drum major Zane King. Proceed with caution. The suspects are using unknown methods to corrupt civilians.
you gone, you knew you should have stayed. I tried to warn you just to stay away. And now I'm sad, ready to fall. It looks like you might be one of us. After all I've said, please don't forget.
Have Haley and Lisa join me in the circle.
What about all of us?
I have two words for these very two amazing, important members of our band, right? Haley is a soloist, right? Haley plays a very obvious, important role in this band, being the only person to be of musical presence in the show at a certain point in time. So, big round of applause for Haley. And Elisa, in my opinion, plays just an important role just because of how solid she has been throughout the entire time I've been here. The past 3 years, you are one of the people that I've never, ever, ever had to go to and ask you to either stop talking or, hey, here's something that you need to work on. I give you comments, and you're one of the most solid people in this band out of 5 of them. So thank you so much for that. You guys are amazing.
Okay, I'll say a brief thing. Okay, because you guys are gonna hear from me, and you guys know I talk way too. And Autumn, oh my God,
That's so mean.
I'm on it. Just to be clear, this is how I treat Autumn all the time. It was on purpose. I didn't forget about Autumn. Okay, I love you, Autumn. Okay. All right. So, I'm gonna go down the line to Haley. All right. I think that I could sit here and I could just look at Haley and I could just do this. And we just had a whole conversation, right? Which is probably more than which is about the amount that she spoke to me the entire time my first year. So, it's nice. It feels like I've really made some breakthroughs with Haley because I occasionally get a smile. Now, granted, I have to say a bunch of goofy things and I have to make a fool of myself, and most of the time she's rolling her eyes. But I see a smile every now and again, and I know that at least there's a little smidge of her that doesn't like absolutely hate me. Okay, so I'm gonna miss you very much. Okay, you've been a fantastic member of the marching band. I'm glad that I bullied you into joining the concert band situation. I know that's maybe messed up your schedule, but I appreciate you doing that, and the program is much better for it. So, thank you to Haley. Okay, for Elisa, for Elisa. There's always a person in the band. Like, you guys all get along with each other pretty well some of the time. Like 50-50. But like, we don't have like a whole lot of just like raging like issues or beef in here, right? But there's always a select group where you go to them and you see the way they interact with every single person. And it's kind of like, oh, they're just like cool with everybody, right? Like, it's that mutual, it's that earned respect and friendliness that I think everybody gets from Elisa. She's always one of the first people to offer to help with something, one of the last people out of the room, okay, making sure no job goes undone. And on top of that, she's a great marcher, a great player, and, you know, like, all secondary in terms of, you know, just how she is as a person. So, all right, so Elisa, thank you for your 4 years. And Autumn. Okay, that's all. Okay. You guys, sophomores, freshmen, you guys know, like, I've always been the band director. You guys all, like, for you guys know how I am. You guys know that I always like to pick a few people to be my recreational punching bag, right? And Autumn was my very first punching bag here at Antelope. I know I could look at her and I could say the most out-of-pocket, you know what, and she's just gonna smile and take it in stride and laugh along, and then after a couple months, she started dishing it back, and so now we've got this real playful, combative relationship. But you guys, one thing you can take from this relationship I have with Autumn is that if I come up to you and I give you a hard time, like if I'm making fun of you all the time and I'm talking about how much you suck and, you know, how the band would be better if you probably weren't here and all those things that I would never seriously say, you should take that and know that, like, I really value your contribution and your presence here. Is it a little sick and twisted? Yeah, a little bit, but I'm the son of a Jewish mother, that's kind of our thing, so, like, morbid and depressing is kind of what we specialize in. Okay, so to Autumn, thank you for being my punching bag. Thank you for contributing 4 awesome years here. I really appreciate it. I love all 3 of you guys. You guys are awesome. How about the flutes? Okay, we're gonna do clarinets. Clarinet seniors, let's see them. Clarinet seniors.
Ooh, there's Connor.
Oh, Connor.
Oh, sorry. I have a better view right here.
Okay. We go left to right. Nadia. I'm pretty amazed that I got you here. I'm gonna be honest, okay? She joined the concert program last year and had no like real expectation that, you know, because she's like, oh, I've been playing for several years, like, and she was in the symphonic band, and it was kind of like, I feel like this is a little bit, you're beyond where we're at, and I was like, hey, and I was like, she's gonna hate this, she's gonna quit. Like, I have to teach a dozen new people how to play an instrument. She's gonna roll her eyes, she's like, I'm out of here. I can get this at church, okay? But she stuck it out. Not only that, but she stepped up and she was learning wind ensemble literature. And then eventually I was like, hey, if I can strong arm Nadia into sticking around for concert season, I was like, when we have a bunch of people who don't know what they're doing, maybe I can get her to stick around for marching season, where only a select few of us don't really know what we're doing, okay? Myself included. So, to Nadia, I think my one regret to having Nadia here is that we didn't get more time with her. That's my only thing, okay? She has been a positive energy on the field, off the field. shows up with a smile on her face, sometimes, you know, with missing teeth, or has like some sort of procedure that she should full well not be at rehearsal, but she's here anyway. And like that kind of dedication and commitment to what we do, and commitment to excellence, and just being an awesome person, it's just that's the type of thing that we try to build this whole organization on. So Nadia, thank you for letting me bully you. You're gonna hear thank you for letting me bully you. You're gonna hear that a lot. So thank you for letting me bully you and joining me. One, two.
Want to?
So I absolutely, and you may not take me seriously, I absolutely legitimately love Juan. He is so much fun to be around, and he puts out such a great energy. I think the only thing that would make me love him a little bit more is if you showed up on time to something. That's all. But Juan's another one that, again, I convinced to join, but it really didn't take that much effort. Juan, you came to me before concert band last year, right? Or 2 years ago? One of the football games, yeah. He came up to me at one of the football games. He's like, hey, you know, I used to play. I haven't really done it in a little while, but I thought I might be interested in trying it again. And what do you think? And I said, I think you should join. Like, don't worry about it. If you want to continue playing clarinet, great. If you want to learn something else, awesome. Okay? But, like, it would have been real easy for him to not follow up. You guys wouldn't believe how many people around campus walk up to me and tell me, hey, I used to play, or I'm thinking about doing band. And then they're like, nah. Okay? But Juan actually followed through. And I am so glad. I think, now selfishly, I think you're better for it. But I also think that the band program as a whole is better for having Juan here. Again, just one of those personalities people kind of gravitate to. You know, a little silly sometimes, or maybe a little on the too silly side from time to time. But beneath that is just this huge heart and somebody who really loves being here, even though looking at him, you've never really known. So, thank you, Juan, for choosing to come and join us. I appreciate you. Okay, I would love to say that I bullied Hayden into joining, but actually Connor did that job for me. So, I appreciate Connor for that one. All right. Hayden has been particularly impressive because he stepped in, not only really never having played an instrument, never having marched, but never really having played an instrument either. And so, basically, he was taking his own time with Connor to figure out how to step in to the marching band in the concert program, and not only not be like a drain on the energy and a drain on our execution, but to actually like contribute in a big bad way. And not only did he do that, he came in, and while learning how to play his clarinet and learning how to march, he also was like, hey, let me help out with this responsibility. Hey, yeah, I'd be happy to be uniform manager. Hey, let me help you out with this, okay? And, like, you guys know, we were all first-year members, okay? Some of you are still first-year members. We're at the end of our first year, right? You guys know how hard this can be, okay? Like, if you guys, like, imagine for those of you guys who are in the middle school who had been playing for 2-3 years, right? And coming in here and learning to do it on the move was hard. Try doing both of those things at the same time, and then, not only that, but offering to step up and take on additional responsibility. So, Hayden, like, you just kill it, man. You are a model member of this band, and I appreciate everything you've contributed in the relatively short amount of time you've been here. So, Hayden, awesome. Gotta make sure your food doesn't get too cold. Okay, Connor!
Got it.
That's my boy! So, Connor, I heard a funny story that somebody on staff, I'm not going to bust him out, but thought Connor was somebody named David for almost two full years. Almost. So, for the rest of this conversation, he is now David. So, David, I'm just kidding. I'm not actually gonna do that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there you go. All right. So, I like to think of Connor as the strong, silent type. Kind of in the same vein as Haley, but less scary. At least to me. All right. Connor, there are some people, and don't take this as a good or a bad thing. It's just some people like to be big and boisterous and like to be involved and like to help and participate, right? We have a few of you guys here, like a number of you guys out there right now, okay? Connor does that, but he is very much a behind-the-scenes, like, strong, silent leader. Any opportunity, anytime he sees something needing done, okay? Even if I don't say anything, he's just on it. He always knows, he usually knows what I need before I even do. I'm not that great, so it's not really that big a compliment, but I appreciate it all the same. But I know, especially coming in here in my transition, there were some, when you transition over band directors, there's always a little bit of static, okay, between the new guy and the people who have been here for a while. And I happen to know, amongst a few other people who have graduated beyond, the last couple of years, Connor was really one of the ones who kind of helped rein those things in. And that was before he was even on an official leadership position, okay? He was out there and it wasn't even necessarily going to bat for me. It was just going to bat for the program and making sure people were approaching things with a positive, from a positive angle, looking at things through a good lens. So, really, I think a lot of the positivity, a lot of the positive culture in our program, not entirely because that's unfair to some other people, but is due in no small part to all of the work that Connor has done over the last 4 years, but especially for me the last 3. So, Connor, thank you for putting the weight of the band on your shoulders. I appreciate it. And Olivia. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. The last couple of weeks, it took me up until about today to really realize that Olivia was. I think she was sad that this chapter was coming to an end. Okay, but for the last 2 weeks, being the narcissist that I am, I thought she just hated me. I thought she was looking at me, she's like, I can't stand to come in this band room anymore. This season needs to be done. Mr. L's a clown, he doesn't know what's going on. I'm just going to run the band. And then I took a beat, and I made it not about me, which happens so seldom. And seeing just Olivia, and not even right now, just over the last 3 years, just how much this program really means to her. And what I would love for this program to mean to all of you guys, okay? When you put your whole heart and soul into what you do, right? Here as part of this group, as part of this family, right? You get a person like Olivia, who is always, now, like, everybody has their off days, right? Like we all do. All these seniors do. But with Olivia, you wouldn't really know it, okay? She shows up. She's always, maybe not always warm and fuzzy to me, maybe halfway between Juan and Haley. But Haley's going to be my barometer now. But I think I can see, right? She means the world to so many of you guys. Just looking around the circle, yeah, and like just people's reaction. Just even as I'm like, all right, now it's time to talk about Olivia. I think seeing the reaction of your band family tells you all you need to know about how much we all love and appreciate all of Olivia's hard work, all of her positivity, all the love that she gives, not just to the program, but to all of you guys who are her friends, okay? And you know, we will work to rebuild, but it's the band room's maybe just a smidge less warm come next fall season after Olivia graduates. So Olivia, you mean the world to me. I'm glad to have had you in the program. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you. All right, take a seat. Let's bring up saxophones. Saxophones. There's not that many.
Can you not?
So, okay. For those of you guys who can't see back here, you can imagine, because we all know who these two are, right? I don't think you find a more stark contrast than this. And this. Right? Yeah. Oh, okay, we got a smile. All right, she doesn't hate it here. Okay, good. All right.
Sorry, girls.
It's okay. So, I'm gonna start with Morelli. So, Morelli has another one of those people. I notice a little bit that a lot of you guys are really hard to read. Okay, I usually pride myself on being pretty good at like getting a gauge on people. And since I've been here, I notice I'm not quite as good at it as I thought. Because I would show up and I would talk to Morelli. I'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?" "Fine." "Are you having fun?" "Yep." "Can I get you anything?" "Nope." "Okay, great, good talk." And then we'd do one of these. Yep, and that's about the enthusiasm I would get out of it, and that would be the end of our conversation, right? But Morelli has clearly, and you know, the hard thing for Morelli, right? And it happens for all of us is once she was friends with a lot of seniors, okay? Lots of juniors and seniors who have graduated out over the last couple of years. And so it is hard. You guys all know, right? Some of you guys feel that now, right? You feel that absence from the seniors or the people who maybe opted to not join this year, okay? You feel that, right? It's hard when so much of that goes missing. And so it would have been really easy for Morelli to just hang it up and say, you know what, like, all right, a bunch of my friends took off. I'm just gonna hang it up. I'm good. I'm done. I put in my time. Like, I'm good. But I talked to her about it, and again, and I didn't even bully her. I don't think, did I? That's what okay. Maybe I did. But I talked to you, and I was just like, hey, I really think you should do it. I was like, I don't care what you play. You can do color guard. You can play saxophone. You can play flute. You can do whatever you want. Just be in the band. And she could have just as easily at that point told me to kick rocks. But she didn't. Because this place, you guys probably noticed the theme, this means something to her, right? You put too much time, too much effort, too much energy into doing this thing to not really commit and not really be here. And so I want to say to Morelli, thank you for pushing through the last part of this when maybe it didn't always seem easy and it didn't always seem like super enticing. Because I think you have been you're a great marcher, you're a great player, and I hope that you know that like you make this whole program better for choosing to join us again. So thank you so much for coming. All right, and Ia, one of the smiliest people I've ever known. Almost always, walks in with a pep in her step and a smile on her face, and kind of the opposite of Morelli, where it's like, hey, how you doing? Fine. Can I get you anything? No. Okay, great. With Ia, it's like, hey, how you doing? I'm terrible. It's like, really? Yeah. I didn't sleep at all last night because I was sick. But let's do band. This is great. This is exactly where I want to be for 8 hours. And she kind of gets that, like, the big grin, but with, like, the dead eyes kind of thing, you know? It's kind of like, with a little, okay? Right? That's why I think it's really cool that you guys are here together, right? We have yin and yang. Not good, not bad, just different. Right? And Ia, much like Connor, Ia and Connor share the president, vice president responsibilities for the band council. And they are both really great, but Ia is really good. You guys know how much you have to harass me to get things done. because I'm just so absent-minded, right? Like, yes, you all get it. Like, yeah. Okay. So, like, Ia, you guys think you have to bug me a lot, okay? It's like a second job. Managing me is a second job, and that's a lot for a high schooler. It's a lot for the boosters. Never mind somebody who's a senior in high school. And Ia has tackled every one of those situations with positivity, a smile on her face, and the patience of a saint. And so I appreciate everything you've done for me personally to make my job easier here, and everything you've done to create a positive environment and loving place for everybody. So thank you to both of our saxophone graduates. Okay, I've done a lot of talking, so no trumpet seniors. We're skipping one. There's one senior. There's one senior in brass. Kaido, say ciao. All right. Amadu explicitly asked to say something for this one, so I'm going to give it.
I'm gonna talk really loud over the big bus. Huh? I'll be. Okay, I'm gonna keep this level anyway. Hi. Kaido.
Howdy.
First of all, Kaido, when I first started teaching at this school 3 years ago for our 2023 season, and Kaido was one of the first people that I really interacted with, just because the aura he had, right? Just the way it just made me know that he is someone to go to for help. But I knew Kaido knows the school more than me at that point, right? In the years since then, Kaido has only shown me that he is more and more of the person that I already knew him to be, yeah?
What the fuck is my... I love you! Can I have 6-7 cookies? 6-7 cookies, yes!
I don't think I'm allowed to punish him for that anymore, so whatever. Just gonna let that slide. Fine. But this past year has been rough, obviously. We all know the absences, the problems that are going on. But even with that, again, Kaido just displaying the perseverance and determination that he always has. Missing 3 weeks of a season. Crazy already. Still shows up. Still marches the entire show. And the only time I ever had to go up to him to tell him to fix something was, oh, we made a change that we did like 4 times. So literally, Kaido, he's just someone who will always find a way to get it done himself. Yeah. I appreciate that so much. Just as your instructor and as someone who has seen you grow, you're gonna do it.
Okay, I'll keep it short, which means in half an hour you guys will be good. Okay. So I think Kai is a super unique person, and that sounds like I'm dancing around saying something crappy, but I'm not. It's unique in a high school environment in particular, but across like any performing ensemble I've been a part of, for a member of the group to establish themselves and garner the type of command and respect and responsiveness out of their peers that Kai has managed to get out of the band as a collective, but in particular the brass section. So, I think you are infinitely teachable, which coming into drum corps season is going to do you wonders. Okay, you're an immensely hard worker, and I think you're just generally a really great dude. And so, Kai, I appreciate everything you've done for the brass section and everything you've done for me and the band as a whole. You are awesome. Thank you. Okay, percussion. Alright, I'm gonna turn this one over to Carissa and Brandon. Get that. Brenda. And Tristan. Get that. And this guy. Alright, Landon. Yeah. Alright, I've been here, this is my third season, and here, thank you. And it's honestly kind of crazy that I had no idea you were a sophomore when I first started here. It's crazy to see how much you haven't come out of your shell. I know that no matter what, I can rely on someone to do the right thing. It's almost always going to be you. Regardless of how tired we are, whether it's cross country, whether it's whatever it may be, you say, hey, I just ran a whole track meet, I'll be there in 30 minutes. And then you take every single second and you put in all the work 100% all the time. And literally, I could not have asked for anyone else to be in the position you're in. And I appreciate the heck out of you. And I'm going to pass it over to you.
Where do I start? From day one, when I started here, you have just been the rock, the guy I knew, fucking like, probably pointed at that and made you do that, not the ground. I gave you something I needed to do. If I told you to run a mile across the floor and across the floor back, you would do it. And for that, I am so forever. And I know I might have been a part of your entire time. Even if it was just these 2 years, these 2 seasons. Glad to be a part of another one. Thank you.
Michael Jordan! So, I'm gonna start out again. Jaden, holy crap, the journey you have come is actually insane. From being the short sophomore, deciding that he wanted to be in winter percussion and picked up sticks and then just could play low-key better than like some of the vets was insane. To where you are now, the team to Michael Jordan was still just as short. Like, to see how much you've grown as a person and a musician is absolutely insane. Like, one of the rocks, again, very similar to Landon. No matter what happens, I can ask you to do something. I know it's going to get done well, the right way. I wish sometimes you were just as quiet as Landon. But whenever
whenever you're the silent assassin. Whenever you say something, it's going to be the funniest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and I probably won't breathe for the next 3 minutes, but you know. I appreciate the heck out of you, and I know this guy's nice.
I just want to say, genuinely, thank you for trusting me. From my first season, literally my first student, built from the ground up and could not have been luckier. You have the strongest work ethic, the strongest drive to get better, and one of the strongest, very subdued personalities I've ever seen. I can't wait to see you progress through this year and continue to enjoy your little jokes on your comments. Thank you so much.
Oh, do your thing.
Maybe later.
Maybe later.
Alright, Isaac. My first season, you were actually shorter. And playing drum set extremely poorly. And to see where you are now is like absurd. I've seen you grow. I've really seen you blossom as a human being. Like you really, like, I would say like cracked out or like jumped out of your shell, but like you exploded out of firework. And it's been, the least I can say is it's been an absolute pleasure being able to be not just a tech but a part of your journey, not just in music but in life. Seeing you go from being not wanting to show up for rehearsal to getting mad that you can't be at rehearsal. Every single one of your giggle fits makes me have a giggle fit for 3 minutes. It's you, one of the few people that make me have a loss of words, and I think all of you know how much of a yapper I am. I appreciate the heck out of you, everything you've done, what you will continue to do, and I'm extremely excited to see what you do for the rest of your future.
I could not have been more grateful for that, despite me maybe not getting things in time. It's okay, we're fine. We have another season. Hey, guys! It truly has been an absolute pleasure. Despite me yelling at you, despite me wanting to say you make me laugh every single rehearsal. I can't laugh at every single player, not just because you're the only one calling for stuff. So, shout out to your mom and dad for that. I can't get over it. I've been very happy to have you this season and last season. It's been an honor to meet you and to have you for your last year here in Villians. I'm so proud that you've come, and I can't wait to see you in the future. That alone is a journey. You've come very, very far. This wouldn't be a mini senior circle if I don't roast the absolute shit out of you.
Yeah.
So when I first met Andrew, who can tell me what a triplet is?
Oh, you gotta answer it. What's a triplet?
What's a triplet? I don't know.
Exactly.
But he told me a triplet was a triangle. He was really confident in that answer, and I was really confused at it. But that is something that is a very admirable quality that you have, is your confidence, despite you mostly. But I love the confidence. Don't ever lose that. Like, believe in what you want to believe. If you want to think of triplets of triangle, sure. You do that. But all in all, seeing you grow into the musician you have grown into has been one of the most rewarding and fulfilling things I've felt in a really long time. I know Harmony was my student last year, my round, but you were the one that's truly my first one that I've had since you were from the bottom. Harmony had experience and Harmony had experience. Seeing you go to camps and asking for advice about drum corps, like, it makes me feel so great that you want to continue after this. That's all you can ask for to continue yours, right? I'm really, really proud of you. You've come a really long way. Oh, you're gonna make me cry. No, I refuse to cry. We don't do that. I refuse.
I got you.
Do the run! I got you.
I sit down. Take a seat. Logan!
Super fast. I'm super grateful for that, and you helped others. I'm so glad you got to do this season. You've done a wonderful job, and yeah, Genesis, congrats.
And the chair is going
Crystal, I love you, Vita!
Second that. I'm so proud of you. You have come in and like, I was the part that before I think I got this, and you got this too. So thank you for sharing your wonderful skills with the band and choir this year. I'm truly proud of you. I'm so excited for your singers up journey soon. So, thank you so much. For Vita!
think that's everybody, right? Oh, Zane King.
Wait, I'm FaceTiming Kimmy right now. Hold on.
Hey, she's a little busy.
So, I'm gonna admit, the last 3 years, I'm a little confused when like the little guy who was Zane King when I got here, when he left and this grown-ass man came back in his place, like I was very confused. He had facial hair and a deeper voice. It was just very unnerving. And he's almost as tall as me. I think it's a combo. He was growing, I'm shrinking, but you know, we'll get there. We'll match at some point. Much like I said about Kai, and Olivia, and Connor, and Haley, and so many of you guys, is it's rare to see one of your peers who has such a commanding presence in front of a group, and has the mutual, not just like the respect, but just like the admiration and just like pure liking the guy, okay? And you know, I was talking kind of like about Ia and Morelli, kind of a yin and a yang kind of thing, right? Like, Ia's always super smiley. Morelli's not frowny, she's just kind of, you know, just lively and bubbly. That's what I was looking for. Okay, but, right? Much in this, like, I think that's a good comparison between Zane and Kai, right? Kai gets a lot. He does so much for the brass class. And he is a little bit more vocal. He's a little bit more aggressive, not in a bad way, but aggressive, yeah. Whereas Zane falls a little bit more in the lead by example category. And I'm going to say that I don't think I've ever met a student who was quite at the level of, like at an equal level of maturity and responsibility and just performative excellence and just always, not to anybody else's detriment, but just always the hardest worker in the room. And I think we can all look at Zane, you know, sometimes he beats me here for jazz band, 0 period. Not proud to say that, but sometimes he does. And he is always, again, kind of like Elisa, always one of, if not the last person out of the room, unless he has something pressing to get to, like, you know, whatever, a musical or something like that, where he's a lead. Okay? You know, that silly thing. But Zane is, he's kind of the model example of kind of like earning your stripes and working your way, I don't like to say up because I don't like to necessarily always think of it that way, but working your way up through the ranks. He auditioned for drum major, what, all 3 years after your freshman year, right? All 3 years, and got in, you know, unfortunately was not selected to be a head drum major until this season. And I'll say this, like, in my, doesn't matter how long I've been teaching Haven.
60 years. How many saturates? 60 or 70.
Okay. In my 21 years of teaching,
What were the dinosaurs like?
Lucas?
Tony was great. He was very fuel efficient. I'll also say that my beard was brown before I got here, so that's on you guys. That's not because I'm old. That's your fault. But I've been teaching in some capacity for 21 years, from elementary school through college to drum and bugle corps. And in 21 years, I have never had a better drum major than Zane. So Zane, the band program is... Okay, so here's what we're gonna do next. Here's what we're gonna do next. The seniors, you guys, go change. Seniors are gonna get their food first, and then after